you rather live in peace as Mr. Nobody or go down for all times in a blaze of glory?
Yo, what's up? I'm looking at two 3070 so I can retire my Vegas. What do you think 400 for 3060 Ti is good? I mean, 399, 400. So basically you're getting at MSRP. More than likely you can get it cheaper. Originally cost $400. Let's check out eBay. I know you don't live where I live, so more than likely the prices are going to be way different. But if you're in the US, what, 420? It costs more on... Hold on, let's check out Micro Center. I visited Micro Center. GPUs are available now, but I didn't really check out the prices. Dude, they're all available. I mean, I guess it's actually a pretty good deal. $499. But if I were you, to be honest, I would wait because I'm guessing after the merge, you're going to see people dump their cards like straight up. Like right now, GPUs are still okay price. They're not terrible. So if you're trying to sell your cards, I would recommend doing it now because you're still going to make some money. Now, of course, if you bought the cards within the past year, you're going to lose money because more than likely you bought it for double MSRP anyway. But right now, cards are still selling for MSRP, which is pretty good because that means the real dump didn't really happen yet, because you can either buy used for a little bit cheaper than MSRP or just go to the store and buy it for MSRP. But back in 2017, when the actual GPU dump happened, cards were going for half of MSRP. So that's why I'm saying if you can wait after POS, you're gonna probably see these cards for like $250. But yeah, 400 right now is a good price. You can probably resell it and get all your money back, but just be aware within a couple months it's probably going to be a lot cheaper. And when November hits, you know, Black Friday, Christmas, all those sales come, which is in 3 months. So if you wait 3 months, more than likely it's going to be even cheaper because all those sales coming up. But it says, is 232 a good price for new RX? I'll be honest, no. Don't buy any RX 580. You should get these cards for like 150 or cheaper. I'm pretty sure you can get it cheaper. Yeah, so you should be getting it for around this price. At most 150, but you can get it for like 120. Yeah, 223 is expensive. But this card is what, like 5-6 years old? When did this card come out? Yeah, try to get it for less than 150. This card is so old. It's 5 years old. Yeah, try to get it cheaper. Definitely try to look at new generations. Don't get any 10 series cards or anything below the 590. The 5700 XTs are still good because they're going to maintain their resale value. Like even the RTX 20 series cards are still okay, but I'll shoot for the 30 series cards just because they're the newest generation right now. But the RX 20 series cards are still okay just because they're still newer than the 10 series cards. So I would get rid of all my 10 series cards, and anything below a 590 I'd get rid of. But for me, because I already broke even on all my cards, even though I have a lot of 1070s, so if you check out my mining farm, and so I have about like 80 GPUs, like 50 of the 80 GPUs are 1070s. Even though I should sell all my 1070s, I already broke even, and I'm just gonna mine until they can't mine anymore, and then I'm gonna build a bunch of gaming PCs, or I might just give away GPUs for free. I don't know. Like I already broke even plus some, so it's not a big deal for me selling them or not. But I know people that didn't break even or barely broke even and didn't get any profit. So if you're trying to get some profit, then sell it. But they're not power efficient. Wait, what aren't power efficient? These cards are power efficient. They do like 30 mega hashes, pulling about 100 or 90 watts. That's pretty good. The 1070s aren't efficient anymore. So during the summer, I had to lower the power just so it doesn't overheat. So right now my 1070s do about 23 mega hashes, pulling about 100 watts, which is not good compared to this card. More like 140 watts. Oh, the power went up? Yeah, I thought it was 30 at 90 to 110. I don't have any more of these cards. I sold all of mine because these cards got hot. So that's why I sold all my RX cards. The 1070s, even though they're not as efficient as these cards, they're still a lot cooler than these cards. So I kept the cooler cards. But yeah, I think these are definitely more efficient than the 1070s. Yeah, someone says 95 watts. So these cards are efficient, but they do get really hot. I mean, I made a whole chart on it. I haven't checked this in so long. So starting next week, I'm probably gonna fix all this. Yeah, 90 watts. Oh, see, this is wrong. I'm gonna change this to 24 now. So the 1070 Ti still get 30 though. So if you buy 1070 cards, the Ti's are still good. So on my 1070s, I can get about 24 mega hashes at 110, or I can get 23 at 100, depending on what I set the voltage at. So right now I'm at 23 at 100. But yeah, I probably have to update all this because this doesn't matter anymore. Everything's unlocked. So I'm probably gonna fix this up next week. It's a software MSI AB. I have all my cards on high. This is inside software. When I tested it in the beginning, I tested it on a kilowatt. You have all your cards on high. So for me, I only have my AMD cards on high just because of the R mode, because you can't put R mode on Windows. The only reason I don't use Hive is they charge you a fee. So I have 3 AMD rigs. Well, right now only 2 of them are on because one I'm cleaning up, but I technically have 3. So right now 2 of them are on, but one of them is on Hive OS, so I can get it free. And then they give you 1 free for anything. So one I put it on Ethermine. That's why I only have 1 mining rig on Hive. But if you have more than 4, they charge you a fee. And right now the fees are bad because you may not even break even. Well, depending on your electricity cost. So I don't know where you live. So for you, you may be good, but some places you may not even break even. So why pay the fee if you're not even breaking even? Actually, I don't know. Let me check. Are people still breaking even? Because right now I'm still good because I'm at 10 cents. So let's say you have one of the most common cards is probably like the 60 Ti. Let's see if people are breaking even. All right, so you're getting about 60 at 140. So I pay 10 cents. Let's say if you pay 20 cents, I guess you're still profit 75 cents a day. Let's say you pay 50 cents. Yeah, so you're losing money. Let's say you pay 30 cents. Okay, so I guess you're still making a little bit of money, but that's rough. 42 cents for a 3060 Ti. But luckily I only pay 10 cents. Well, it's getting closer to 11 cents. But most of my cards are the 1070s. If I pull up those cards, this isn't including your system power. So more than likely your profits are slightly lower because you want to add like about 50 to 100 watts, like 80 on average, just because of your system. Because this is just GPU power. It's not calculating your system power. 50 is insane. 50 cents? True. I think most people pay 20 cents average. Luckily, I pay only 10. So if you're living in New England, average is 23 cents. Connecticut, 24 cents. So it just depends where you live. And this is US. Just imagine in Europe. I heard Europe is even higher. About 22 cents. I guess that's not too bad. Damn, you only had 5 cents, but now it's 10 cents. Yo, that's good. I mean, 10 cents is still like really good. Yeah, so the previous bear market in 2018, if you're paying 10 cents, you are still barely profitable. So I think under 10 cents, you still will be maybe okay after POS. Because what's going to happen is it's a give and take. After POS, basically just going to matter about your electricity costs. So obviously, if you have free electricity, no matter what, you're making money. Your electricity is free. But a lot of mining facilities, they pay around 2 to 3 cents, 6 cents on the high end. So that's cheap. And more than likely, they'll still be profitable. Hopefully, I'm still profitable after the merge. Even if it's like only 10 cents per card, you know, I'm still making a little bit of money. But if it's not profitable, more than likely, I'm going to turn off half my rigs and just keep half of them on just for fun, even though I'm going to be mining at a loss. But we'll see what happens. I'm just hoping my electricity cost is cheap enough to still be profitable, but I have doubts. Oh yeah, but that's 2021 info. Oh snap, that was 2021. So what's 2022 info? Damn, so 2022 is 2 times, so about 40 cents is average. Damn it, Finland's closing shops because of electricity shortage. Dang, so if you're making 40 cents, wait, are you even breaking even? Let's do the 3070s. Let's say 60 130, 40 cents. Yeah, I mean, you're still making a little bit of money, but that's crazy. Oh, you talked to your electrical company? Yeah, so I tried to do that. They said no when I first started like a long time ago. Wait, you have a contract this year for 10 cents? That's pretty good. But like I mentioned, 10 cents is pushing it. We mine ETH Classic. I mean, I personally don't like Ethereum Classic just because there's really no developers on it. There's probably like 2 developers on Ethereum Classic that doesn't do anything. Like no one uses Ethereum Classic for anything. Like all of the ecosystem DeFi apps, they're all on Ethereum. So Ethereum Classic is kind of just there for nothing. And people who mine Ethereum Classic usually just sell it right away for Ethereum or Bitcoin because, like I mentioned, people don't like Ethereum Classic. More than likely, the bump was because... So just be aware, a lot of ASIC manufacturers, when ETH goes POS, a lot of ASIC manufacturers are going to lose a lot of money. So the rumor is right now that a lot of ASIC manufacturers are purposely just pumping Ethereum Classic just to sell their, you know, their ASICs. But once they sell all their ASICs, they're going to dump all their Ethereum Classic just because they got rid of all their ASICs. So I would be careful with Ethereum Classic right now. Just be aware it's being inflated by ASIC companies so they can sell their miners. But once all their miners are sold, expect a dump because who's buying Ethereum Classic? Are you buying Ethereum Classic or are you mining it and selling it? Like who's actually buying Ethereum Classic? Like think about it. Let me know if anyone's buying Ethereum Classic. Like who's buying it? No development, no nothing. No one uses Ethereum Classic for anything. So just be careful. Like mine it now, but I would recommend selling it before the ASIC company sells it because that's the big rumor right now. Well, that's what my friends are telling me. I don't know what other people are saying, but like my friends that have ASICs, they're getting a whole bunch of emails them to buy all their ETH Asics, and they complain that it's not going to be worth it. But the ASIC companies respond back to them saying Ethereum Classic still good. What are you talking about? So yeah, just be aware that after all the ASICs companies sell all their ASICs, expect a dump. Like that's what my friend groups are saying. But I don't know. I don't know what other people are saying. But my friends have been in this game since before me, so I trust them more compared to people like on Reddit. So just be aware, you could see a huge dump once the ASICs sell all their ASICs. But Ravencoin is good. I personally like Ravencoin because they're GPU friendly, and Ravencoin has a good community. They're really friendly. Like they'll help you out. So I feel like the only coin that may survive after the merge may be Ravencoin. Ravencoin may survive a little bit just because the community is strong and people are actually buying Ravencoin. Not Ethereum Classic, but Ravencoin. So Ravencoin seems better, but it's all a gamble. We just have to wait and see. Why are people still buying ASICs? I mean, that's the thing now. So this isn't like 2017 anymore. If you were mining back in 2016, 2017, GPU miners hated ASICs. Like they straight up hated ASICs, you know, decentralized, all that. But right now, 2022, since crypto is so mainstream, and before it was a niche, and the niche was dedicated crypto people. But right now it's so mainstream. Like there's still the small niche that is dedicated, but majority of people don't really care about crypto that much. Only the niche does, but most people just care about, you know, the value of the coin. So whatever the most valuable is, people will care. That's why you see like Shiba Inu coin made people millions. All they cared about was like how much profit they're getting. But if you really did the research on Shiba Inu coin, you'll see it's Dogecoin's younger brother, which is a meme coin, which is a joke coin, which is a joke pretty much. So that's why people are buying ASICs, because they don't care about the cryptocurrency anymore. They care about profit. And right now ASICs are the most profitable thing. So that's why it's like not the same. A lot of people are just buying ASICs because they don't care about crypto. They just want the profit, which I don't blame them, because most people get into crypto because of profit anyway. Like back in the day, the niche was majority of crypto people. Like people support crypto, but right now it's completely different. Like there's more people that care about profits compared to the cryptocurrency. That's why you see all these brand new coins that spike up. That's why there's so many scams as well, because profit. Like why do you think these scams exist? Because people think they're gonna make so much money and they don't do research and they get scammed. They don't care about crypto. They just want more money. Damn, ASIC's too expensive for me. True. Let's check out Asics. Damn, the iPolo V1 makes $76 on Ethash. So in a month you'll make 2,000. So how much do these cost? 20,000? What the? This is, like I mentioned, Ethereum Classic. Be careful because the pump may be by these guys. Because like I mentioned, who is buying Ethereum Classic? And they have to sell their mining rigs. So yeah, just be careful about the Ethereum Classic pump. Just be super careful because obviously they want to sell their rigs. Look at it, 20,000. I mean, mine it if it's profitable, but sell it before the dump. Because, yeah, let's see Bitmain. $10,000? What is this? This is going POS in 2 months. They're insane. Once POS happens, you'll see this like 1/5 the price. Because they're going to check out the Ethereum Classic profits. And more than likely, it's going to be like $1 a day, $2 a day. I mean, they may pump it up again. So it's like, you know, $10 a day. But damn, that's crazy. If you really want to buy ASICs, stick with Bitcoin ASICs just because they're just the safest. Shop 256 right here. What's the most profitable Bitcoin ASICs? Even though it's not as profitable compared to the Ethereum, just be aware. At least these will last for at least 2-3 years. The ETH ASICs, you may have like 2 months. But let's see how expensive these are. So this is the best Bitcoin ASIC right now. Damn, 8,000? 1,406 days to break even? Damn, a little expensive. I don't know about buying ASICs. But then again, ASICs is more than likely the future just because GPU mining is gonna be over soon for a lot of people. Now, some people, like I mentioned, free electricity, really cheap electricity, you're still in the good. But for a majority of the people, you know, if you pay more than like 12 cents, more than likely, the only thing profitable will be ASICs. No thanks. True. Yeah. I mean, I don't plan to get ASICs because ASICs are just too loud. If I get ASICs, more than likely the neighbors will complain. And they're super hot. So if you have an ASIC and compare that to a GPU rig, you'll see the temperature difference. But the temperature you can fix. The sound is difficult to fix just because it's that loud. I mean, you can soundproof your room, but it's not as good. The sound is just too crazy. Like your neighbors will complain. But obviously, if you have like a office facility or a secluded area, no one cares about the heat. No one cares about the noise. Then you're good. But if you're doing this home and you have neighbors near you, they're going to hear it and they may complain. be careful. This may be because of ASIC manufacturers buying. I mean, that's what my group of friends are saying. So that's why they're saying don't buy any ASICs that mine Ethereum or ETC, because once they sell all their ASICs, who is really buying ETC? Think about it. Think about it. ETC has no projects out. They have no DeFi, no apps, no nothing. So think about it. Who is really pumping up ETC prices? The people that are selling the ASICs. If you mine it, that's good for profits, but maybe sell it for like Ethereum or BTC right away. And just beware, even though Vitalik Buterin says, you know, ETC may be, you know, the next, just beware. The only reason he said that was to please the miners, because obviously a lot of miners are gonna hate on ETH when ETH goes POS. But just beware, POS was planned from day one. It's in their code. That's why they have the difficulty bomb. So I don't understand why people are mad at Ethereum going POS, because if you understood Ethereum, understood the code, it was implemented in the beginning. So it was planned to go POS no matter what. It's implemented in the code. I understand miners are mad because, you know, they're gonna lose their profit. But if you knew about Ethereum, every miner should have known POS was gonna happen anyway, no matter what. The only reason Vitalik Buterin said that about ETC was just to please the miners, because obviously miners are gonna be mad pissed and miners need some sort of profit. Because obviously Vitalik Buterin doesn't like ETC. Why do you think he forked off? The story about ETC was there was a huge like loophole, so they had a fork, but ETC wanted to keep the original fork. A lot of people don't know about this story for some reason. What happened in the beginning? Because profit. They majority care about profit. They don't really do the research. But the reason they forked was because there was a loophole in their code, so they fixed it and they forked off. But billions of dollars was already stolen, and that's why they roll back, so all that money wasn't stolen. So just be aware, ETC is kind of a fraud in the beginning. Like that's why the fork happened. So ETC has really bad history, but I understand profit is profit, so make your money. Yeah, I guess people just cared more about the profits because a lot of these GPU miners just started buying ASICs, but back in the day it was different. Could you buy ASICs in 2015? I mean, there were no ETH ASICs. ETH ASICs came out during 2017, 2018. I mean, there was fake ETH ASICs that used GPUs back in 2015, 2014. But those weren't ASICs. Those were GPUs that was in like an ASIC box. And they named it ASICs. But it was really GPUs, because if you tore up the boxes, saw the ASIC inside, it was like a 580 in there. But yeah, of course there was Bitcoin. Let me show you the site. There's a main site that shows all the ASICs. It's this site right here. Oh, it tells you the dates when they came out. So if we look at release. So the oldest ASIC was 2014. Obviously, it was Bitcoin, but yeah, you could buy ASICs back in the day. Without ETH ASICs, like I mentioned, ETH ASICs came out around 2017, 2018. And we fought. That was the difference. In 2017, 2018, we fought against the ETH ASICs, but then they reappeared again in 2021, 22. And this time around, no one fought them for some reason. And I was surprised. Like, people just started accepting ASICs. But I'm guessing more mainstream, more people just care about the profits, not actually the coin. So I guess it made sense. But yeah, peace out. Hopefully I'll see you next time when I stream. But of course, go out there, keep grinding. Life of the miner out. Don't you worry, it's what it's all about. Outside the sun is shining. Seems like heaven ain't far away. It's good to have you with us. Even if it's just for the day. Perfect. Oh, and before I leave, Bitcoin and Ethereum to the moon. Let's go. Peace. All right, you guys cover that side. I got this side. Let's go. Oh, these damn spitters. Got them.